Hello and welcome along to another episode and the finale of Season 2 from this FM20 story, The Head Coach with me, Daniel, is Season 2 Episode 9, and today we're back for the National League North Playoff Final against Telford, a massive game in the history of Kettering Town as we could remarkably lead them back to the National League. Both sides with a full complement to choose from, both sides finishing within 2 points of each other in the league table, even the goal difference was close, everything's to play for today, and I'm really intrigued to see if we can do it. Of course, this episode could end in bitter disappointment, and it could end in the ultimate euphoria as well. And although they're being released 2 days apart, I'm recording this almost instantly after the semi-final, so I've still got that little bit of buzz and excitement, as of course we got past York to get here. But firstly, a massive thank you to everyone who continues to support the series. I really do greatly appreciate it. If you're enjoying the series and looking forward to this massive final, please do put a thumbs up on the video. If you missed any of the story so far, then do click back in the eye above to catch up. And of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe for daily FM20 content from both of my long-term stories. We've also got our Christmas special series, which is in its 3rd day now. That's being released every day at midday, so keep an eye on that. We've got plenty of extra videos over the festive period, hopefully enough to keep you entertained. So let's go and get into this Telford game today. It's a massive one for this football club, and probably one of the biggest in our entire career, as whatever happens from here, this could be a springboard to massive success. We've got ourselves applied for a couple of jobs, as we mentioned, the 2 that were there in the last episode, one in League 2 and one that's just been relegated from the same level, so they could be absolutely massive clubs for us, and of course they're both currently professional. There's a few others available now. Grimsby, who have just been relegated, that'd be quite a nice job. What else have we got there? Rotherham mid-table in League 1, that's probably pushing it. Colchester only a 2-star side, so we'll go and have a go for that one as well. We really want to make that move, but of course if we win this game it'll make such a difference. Could be a massive step up for us if we can get to the next level, and what an achievement it would be after the season. We started it fighting relegation with backup players and youth team members making the bench. We had a squad of just 15 senior players, including a lot of average pay-as-you-play ones, and even some of the others were out of the under-23s. It really looked like it was going to be a long hard slog. But about November time, our director of football came to life, signed us an absolutely brilliant side, and now we've got a real chance to make it to the National League, and what a moment it could be to achieve it. The FA Trophy final's going on at Wembley today as well, but we're not worried about that. It's AFC Telford away at Kettering Town. We get home advantage thanks to Telford beating Stockport. We're the highest ranked side in the final, and we've got an ultimately even head-to-head record, so there's no one that's going to be able to call this game. We're very slight favourites according to the media, both teams in inconsistent form, and ironically it's not a sellout. Can someone explain that to me? I know we've only had a week and they're a slightly smaller side, but the semi-final was sold out against York, and on this occasion it isn't against Telford. The chance to get promoted, that seems a bit strange, but it's a lovely day here and we've got a referee who's very card happy, so hopefully Telford will be quite aggressive, they can get a few sent off, and we'll just play our normal methodical game, and hopefully it'll be enough to bring us success. Let's go and have a look at the dynamic screen just to see how that's getting on. Everything up to excellent now, which is brilliant. The dressing room atmosphere's at its best, and we've got to hope that carries into the game. There's plenty of excitement within the club, and I really can't wait to get into this final. So let's go and have a look at the lineup we've gone for, and no surprises, it's exactly the same 16, the same starting 11 as well. Why would I try and change a winning team? We've been in largely excellent form and we were brilliant in that semi against York. We've still got the options on the bench which allow us to change our formation if need be, but we're going for the same tactic and personnel today. We've got Manny Idem in goal as skipper, Alayuni and Scars are the fullbacks, Williams and Hartshorn at centre half, Goldthorpe and Maycock in the middle, Egbury on the left wing, McCoy over on the right, and James Morris joined by Ronaldo Pearson up front. Pearson got 2 in the semi-final, Ollie McCoy got back to form as well, so I'll be hoping they can do exactly the same today. The same substitutes bench as well, Smith, Vidal, Kennedy and T and Carter. All 5 of them were first choice at one point this year, which shows just how much we've improved as the season's gone on. Our director of football's been key in that. He did brilliant work, although it was quite late, and now he's given us a chance to sneak promotion. Let's get into the game and find out immediately. Before we press that yes button, let me know in the comments what you think the score's going to be. I'm really interested to see how many of you go for it. Don't cheat, give us your prediction pre-game. I'm going to go ambitiously for a 2-1 Kettering win, and fingers crossed I'll be right. Let's go and get into the game against Telford and see if we can get ourselves promotion to the National League. Well, a narrow diamond for Telford, some good players in that side. Aaron Williams, he was at Peterborough many years ago. Cowan's in the middle, a good player too. Denanga up front's not bad either. A few really good options in that team, but we're going to be hopeful, having finished above them in the league, albeit only just. Maybe we can sneak this game today, and we're going to tell the lads to prove a point as Norman recommends. Let's see if he's right as we get into the first half. We've got another tunnel interview. Whitechally, the goalkeeper for Telford, not conceded in a while. Let's hope that changes today. A few empty seats, but it's another pretty busy house. Hopefully the lads will be cheered onto the rafters as Liam Williams goes long early on. Is picked up by Telford at right back. Good challenge, Egbury. We look up for it in the early stages, but with 10 seconds gone, the highlight ends with no danger to either goal. Well, 5 minutes on the clock. Telford have had the early shots. Nothing worthy of a highlight though. Egbury picks it up on the left wing. He finds Scars. Can we get it in the box for the first time? We can. Scars in towards Pearson. Whitechally, the keeper, does brilliantly to come and claim. He held it as well under plenty of pressure. Really good goalkeeping by the away side. Let's see what Whitechally does with a throw out. Rolls it to Sutton as Pearson got caught high up the pitch. He finds Birch on the right wing, and we look under a little bit of trouble here. Birch with a through ball. Oh, we've missed it. Not like this. A good save here. Hartshorn with a very rare mistake, and Manny Idem had to come to the rescue. An out-swinging corner, but the first clear-cut chance of the match. Telford denied by our brilliant keeper, and again he's tipped the corner over the bar. A good free header, and a good save by our keeper. Can we defend this one a bit better? Hopefully get our head to it first. Cowans delivers an out-swinger again. This one headed away by Goldthorpe. Maycock hoofs it downfield, and it's back to halfway with Telford. They've dominated the early stages, but it's still 0-0, and now we've got a set piece on the right. Goldthorpe to deliver into the box. Graham heads away, but only as far as Egbury. On the left side of the box tries to deliver. Back to Maycock. His shot's blocked, and now Telford can counter away. Let's go and make some tactical tweaks as we're getting overrun very slightly. We're going to focus the play out wide. Everything else is focused on wide play anyway, but I don't see the need of playing down the middle. We can distribute to the flanks as well. The midfielders should have acres with that narrow diamond against it, so hopefully we can take advantage as a result. Let's get back into it and see if it makes a difference. We've got another set piece this time with Maycock. Into the box, it falls for Morris. Everyone missed it. The keeper was in no man's land and Morris taps in. His 28th goal of the season. What a remarkable campaign. And the perfect replacement for Reece Kavanagh last year. What a signing he's proven to be. We lead 1-0 and that's the important bit. Our first shot of the game. It came straight after the tactical changes. I could try and take the credit, but realistically it happened instantly after, so there was no time for them to take effect. But our only shot on target, and we've scored from it, although Telford are in at the other end here. Aaron Williams through 1-on-1. Oh, it's into the corner. I thought he'd spooned it wide, but it's a brilliant finish. An individual masterpiece from Williams, and it's back on level terms here at Kettering. Latimer apart, not being quite as friendly for us today. We're getting really overrun here. We're going to drop to a balanced mentality and demand more from the lads, and we've got another chance to attack down the left here. Scars throws it into Pearson, gets it back again, in towards Morris who heads it down, just past the post, but I think it was offside. The flag eventually goes up, albeit a little belatedly. 10 to the break, it remains 1-1, and Telford has had the slightly better of it, but it's still anyone's game as it stands. Well, we're coming back into it in terms of chances, and we've got another set piece here. Goldthorpe into the box, and this is where the problem is. We've got no one in the edge when it's headed away. Denanga's countering at speed. He skinned the whole team. What's the right back doing? He ran away from him. A good challenge in the end. He made the recovery run. Great defending eventually from Aliuni. Morris holds it up on the counter. He finds Maycock. Pearson's up with him, but he doesn't need him. Runs the lot of them and then finds Pearson. Second shot's blocked and cleared away. And now Denanga can counter his end-to-end stuff. The Telford still having the better of it. Out to the right hand side, but Scars hacks away. We hang on till half time, and we've got to try and change those set piece routines, particularly with someone on the edge of the box. So we'll go and talk to the lads. We're going to tell them to go out and prove a point. A couple of them motivated, but I need to go and see what's happening from these set pieces. So let's see if we can find out what's going on. So there's the free kick set up. McCoy's supposed to be on the edge of the box. I've no idea why that's not happening. I'm just going to check for corners. It's the same. Have we got the same on the edge of the box there? Yeah, we've got a couple there. I'm not quite sure what's happening. Lurk outside the area for Goldthorpe and attack it from the edge from Maycock. Maycock's the one taking the corners a lot, so I understand that, but Goldthorpe should be lurking outside the area. I'm really not quite sure what's going on. Let's go and put both of them to lurk outside, shall we? Just so whichever one's taking it doesn't doesn't make a difference, and we'll get back into the second half and see if we can try and find ourselves a winner. It's Denanga in the centre circle, Telford coming straight from the kick-off, got so many men to overrun in the middle. The good thing if we get the lead is that Lauren Smith suits this game brilliantly. We can just chuck in the anchor man and hold our shape. 5 minutes gone in the second half though, no real threat to either goal, and it's still 1-1 here at Latimer Park. Kettering looking for that crucial winner. Goldthorpe into the back post, Hartshorn heads just wide. Oh, it was a great chance for the centre half. Doesn't take advantage though, and as we reach the hour mark, it's still all square here. It's going to be a tense deciding half an hour in this final, and who knows, we may even go to extra time. Just around a quarter of the game to go. I'm not going to make any changes just yet. We'll leave it another 10 and see if we can do something. If not, we'll think about who to bring on. Well, just over 10 minutes to go. There's nothing really changing here, so let's go and make a couple of changes. Egbury's not had the best game. Carter on for him. Been in pretty poor form, actually, Egbury. Pearson was the hero in the semis, but he's not been at his best today. Daniel and T will come back in the side there, and we're just going to go back into it with those two made, and we'll save the rest for extra time if we need them. We're going to demand more with 10 to go, get those nerves out the system, and let's go and throw everything forward on positive and see if we can find ourselves a late goal. Well, time for another change. Just 1 minute plus stoppage time to go. Lauren Smith's going to come on in central midfield. There's 3 changes. Just one more if we get the stoppage time. And it looks like we're going to an extra 30. Although with 1 minute to go, we've got a long goal kick. Morris trying to get on the end of it. Flicks it for T. Can he create something? It falls for Smith. McCoy's up with him, but it's blocked away. And we've got a throw in to finish the 3 minutes of stoppage time. If we can nick it now, it would be euphoria. I'll probably scream the life out of headphone users. Let's see what happens here with Aliuni. He's got 2 up with him, one of them's McCoy. McCoy delivers into the box, headed away by Cowans. Maycock commits a silly foul, and unfortunately we are going to extra time now. That was our last chance to nick a winner. Can we prevail in the last 30 minutes, or are Telford going to get on top of us? I have no idea which way this is going to go, and Scars picks the ball up at left back. Here we go into extra time then, a really even game over the 90 minutes. We're going to tell the lads to prove a point just as the assistant recommends, and we'll try and find a 4th substitution we can make. Well, the only real options are Kennedy and Vidal. I think I'm going to have to go for Javan Vidal. He's less of a step back, although I could save Kennedy for the shape later on. So in fact, we're not going to make the substitution just yet. Let's go and get straight into extra time. And T back to Williams, the centre half, tries to go long down the left, but it's a poor ball that's been intercepted, and Williams holds it up front. Into Dananga, he's in one-on-one. Great tackle from Hartshorn. I held my breath as he slid in from behind, but he did just enough. And now we're at the other end with a free kick. Maycock's clearance headed away. Long ball forward to Smith. I've no idea why I said Maycock's clearance, but he shoots from the edge on a second occasion. Just wide of the post. It was a brilliantly struck shot, but wasn't quite on target on this occasion. Long ball forward which Maycock intercepts, although Telford's still dominating in the middle. I've no idea how to change it without losing our threat. Denanga finds Fleary when Smith makes the tackle. Falls for Williams though. There's 2 up with him. One's Denanga who shoots. Luckily it falls straight at Idem's feet, and he's able to hold it at the first attempt. Nearly 10 minutes gone in extra time. Nothing really to shout about yet, but again Telford have been the better team, and again I'm going to drop to a balanced mentality. We're getting overrun as Hartshorn heads away. Smith picks it up in midfield, and he switches it to the left to the substitute Carter. Scars is up with him in support. Over on the left he's got it to fullback, waiting for a runner off him. One of them's T. Can he deliver? It's Morris in there, headed away by Birch. Morris throwing himself at it, but unfortunately it was just behind him. And here's the bit we spoke about. Calverley's going to be sent off here. A silly challenge in the middle, and Telford are down to 10. Now let's get back to positive and see if we can dominate the final stages. Well, almost at the halfway point in extra time, McCoy with an in-swinging corner. Oh, you've not missed that, James Morris. Straight at the keeper, Whiteley. And we're going to reach the halfway point at 1-1, and I'm going to bring on Vidal for Aliuni now. There's the halfway point. We're kicking off in the second half. As per my superstition, we'll just see out the highlight. But against 10 men, we've really got to create something. We don't want this game going to penalties. Hartshorn clears out for a throw on the right. Let's go and make that final change. It's going to be Aliuni replaced by Vidal, and hopefully he can charge forward late on. 11 v 10 now. We've got to make it count. Let's go and demand a bit more from the lads. Fingers crossed they'll be able to get forward, and all that apprehension will fly out of us. On the left-hand side, we got a dangerous free kick. McCoy Boy into Hartshorn, who heads wide. It's another great chance that's gone begging. They've all been via the aerial route from set pieces, but this one goes comfortably wide as well. Just 8 minutes to go, we're going to go attacking. If we don't score from this highlight, Vidal takes it into McCoy with a 1-2, and now he's crossed into the box. Sutton heads away, it only falls for Scars. Can he produce the magic out to Carter? Inside to Morris, he's going to get there. Falls for T, who puts it just wide. Into the side net, and he had to do better. And with 4 to go, it's going to go to penalties. Vidal with a throw on the right though. Falls for Morris on the right byline. Back to Vidal yet again. Into the box towards Carter. He's in 1-on-1. Oh, what a save. Whitechilly tips it wide. McCoy delivers the corner. It is end-to-end stuff. And we've got just 1 more minute of stoppage time to go. Sutton's going to take the free kick for Telford. They're going to time waste as long as they can. Penalties is probably their best result. A minute to go with 10 men. They'll be taken as long as they can. Hartshorn heads back to the keeper. Can we get it forward once more? A big long clearance needed from Manny Idem. Let's create something, get it wide and see if we can get the ball in the box. Scars back to Williams. Long ball forward. Morris can't get there from Sutton. Falls for Maycock though. Plays a 1-2 with T. Out to McCoy on the right. Into the box. Sutton heads away. Sliding around with pinball in there. Cleared away eventually as far as Carter. He delivers into the back stick. Headed away as far as Lawrence Smith 25 yards out. Drawn wide and he's got a chance to cross. It's a woeful ball in. It doesn't even reach the near post. Out for a goal kick. And we're going to have a penalty shootout to decide promotion. It's Kettering v Telford. 1-1 after 120 minutes. 11 takers against 10. It means Manny Idem doesn't have to take a penalty. But this is going to be the nerviest possible way to end the season. Let me know who you think's going to win. Absolutely remarkable way to finish. James Morris probably the only decent penalty taker. After that we're a little bit concerned. So I've set the 10 takers up. Of course Manny Idem not needed against 10 men. I'm really not hopeful looking at those attributes. But we're at non-league football so who knows what could happen. Manny Idem in goal to face the first penalty. Come on, be the hero. The skipper's in between the sticks. Can't save that one though. Dives to his left. Daniel sends him the wrong way. James Morris stepping up first. The man we really need to score. I'm so fearful at the moment. After all this hard work to lose it on penalties. And it's saved by the keeper. Whitechilly, no wonder he doesn't concede many goals. Brilliant save in the corner there. Morris the only good penalty taker at the club. And unfortunately he's had his saved. Walker to take his for Telford. Manny Idem to the rescue. Since the last update there's been loads of penalty saves. But let's hope Manny Idem makes most of them. Carter stepping up for the second penalty. A substitution against the Telford fans. Into the corner. Brilliant finish. We're back on level terms in this shootout. This is so tense. What on earth's going to happen? Please just let us over the line somehow. Cowan stepping up for the third for Telford. Manny Idem waving his arms and he makes the save. Brilliant work by the keeper. He could be a big hero today. And now we just need to score a couple more. Hartshorn steps up. Whisked a couple of good chances with his head. No mistake from the penalty spot though. 3 taken by each side and we lead 2-1. And now Cooper's got a save today for Telford. Please let Manny Idem be the hero. Where does he go? He goes the wrong way. 2-2, but we've still got a chance to take the lead here. Daniel and T's next to step up. A crucial 4th penalty. What's he going to do with it? Daniel and T runs up. Oh, that's pathetic. That is an awful penalty. Back pass down the middle. It had nothing on it at all. And it's 2-2 with 4 penalties taken each. Aaron Williams, the scorer for Telford. He scores into the bottom corner. And I think we all know what that's going to mean. The pressure of an awful penalty taker. And we've got to try and score to stay in it. Who's taking it? It's Joe Scars, the experienced left back. A hell of a player in his day. But against Whitechilly, I'm really quite concerned here. He's got to score this or we lose the shootout. Here we go then. Joe Scar steps up left-footed. Oh, it's saved. We've lost the playoff final to Telford. Telford lifting the trophy there. What a heartbreaking way to lose out in a playoff final on a shootout. We dominated the game in the latter stages, as you'd expect against 10 men. And we've thrown it away in the very last moment. Some of the worst penalties I've ever seen. And T's penalty was absolutely woeful. Now Morris misses as well when he's usually so reliable. It's 1-1 and Telford are promoted to the National League. But we've got to tell the lads we appreciate the effort. The tone's gone down. We're so devastated. It's a deflating moment for the club, but I'm hoping it'll help my reputation, and when we come back at the start of next season we'll have a new job. Let's see what the media said about the game and then we'll quickly review the squad this season. We lose on a penalty shootout, it's a disappointing defeat and unfortunately we just didn't quite do enough and as a result we lose in the playoff final against Telford. Let's go and have a look at the squad screen to see who the stars have been this year. We'll put them of course in selection info order. In terms of appearances, it's only going to be the ones who were here at the start of the season. So the four of them are Scars, Morris, Williams and Idem, all heroes in their own right throughout, although two of them were villains today in that shootout, particularly after a really good season. James Morris was the best of the bunch in terms of goals, 28 joined by 17 for Pearson, McCoy on 7 and T on 6, the rest of them on 4 or below. Then in terms of assists, Morris was top again, 10 for him, 7 for McCoy, 6 for T and 5 for Scars, Maycock with 4 in just 10 appearances. Then average rating, this is the remarkable bit, just 2 with a rating above a 7, Morris with a 7.2, Maycock just above 7, although he was a very late signing in the season of course, McCoy got a 7 exactly, Pearson and Goldthorpe just under it, and there's plenty of players with decent ratings, and a few in the backup side that aren't quite up there. I know the likes of Luke Graham are near the bottom, but of course he played at right back for the early stages of the season, and that makes this achievement all the more remarkable. How he finished third I'll never really know. I think that's the reason I wanted to go up so much. It probably would have been one of the greatest achievements I've had in this game. A really remarkable season, we put in so much effort, and those young lads at the start of the season who were nowhere near good enough fought to get us point after point, and it just about kept our heads above the water until we signed some of these fantastic players. But a disappointing way to end the season. We better go and have another look at the job screen now, see if there's any others available, not just yet, but hopefully we'll have a new job next season. So please come and join me for that. And thank you for following along for another season. If you did enjoy this episode, please put a thumbs up on it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the final. That is probably the worst penalty I've ever seen from NT, but aside from that, it was a pretty even final that could have gone either way. Let me know in the comments if you think we'll get a job offer. Surely our reputation will improve based on that. And we've got 2 coaching badges now, so that should help us as well. Something we didn't have in the locker last summer. If not, I wonder what our director of football will do. 6 players on loan and a couple more out of contract. We're relying on him to be really solid this summer and hopefully act a bit quicker than he did last year. There's no denying the quality of his work, but it needs to come before the start of the season. Not 3 or 4 months into it when we're in the bottom half. Otherwise it just ends up being a lost cause. But a deflating way to end a brilliant season, I think we need to remember how remarkable it was. Subscribe to the channel for daily FM20 content from my 2 long-term stories. This one the head coach with Kettering at the moment, hopefully a job offer on the cards in the summer, and our Dorking Wanderer story will be back tomorrow at 4:30, and a Merry Christmas to everyone with just 2 days to go. A reminder, on Christmas Day we've got a special episode, so it won't be our usual one from this series, so this will be back on Boxing Day at 4:30. Make sure you come and join me for the start of season 3. Hopefully we'll have a big job offer and a new club to introduce ourselves to. If not, fingers crossed some signings here to enable us to compete for the top 7 again. Hopefully we can get a move now though. We've got our Christmas special every day at midday as well, so make sure you catch up with that one if you haven't seen it already. The link to the playlist will be in the eye above. But a massive thanks for watching and your continued support with the series and channel. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time for the start of season 3, where hopefully we'll be introducing a new club.